Hey, what up? I go by Harpsy. Welcome to my channel. I'm here in my home studio, more like a garage studio. Hey, what up? But I'm extremely happy to have a spot where I can set up my gear nonetheless. In the past, I've tried putting out videos, but due to laziness and consistency, I've failed to do that. So moving forward, my goal is to just push more content, make more music. Anyways, thanks for joining if you did, and let's jump right into it. So here I was jumping through the presets and through the Spitfire audio presets, and I found this preset textural pad. I'm not even trying to pronounce that. Deneb. That's it. That's all it is. And then I wanted to add just a little bit more spice to the sound. So I added a little reverse note right at the end. And it's the same note that the loop starts with. So it pulls into the beginning basically, like that. This is how it sounds by itself. And then with the melody beginning right after it. There you go. And then later on in the what I call the verse section, I added a little bit more of that reverse note, just a little bit more often than I did in the intro. After that, I found another preset. So yep, it was a Spitfire audio preset once again, a Chiff piano, and it just sounded really nice. And I'm probably gonna use the sound a few more times. I just kind of like to save my sounds when I can. And at the very end, I added this little ending piece of the melody. Dark Resonance, which is a flex preset. So I didn't tweak it much. I think I might have adjusted some no, but I didn't adjust anything. I left it the way it was, literally. So that's how that sounds. I guess I could talk about some of the effects I added to the instrumental part, well, the instrument part of the song. And usually I don't do much heavy processing. Looks like I only did some EQing on that dark resonant sound, and some more just high cut on the chords. And then I did some processing on the strings, and that was basically to just bring out the strings more, because without the processing, this is how it sounds. So it's not bad at all. But then afterwards, after I was done with the processing, it sounds like this. A lot more crispy, a lot more clear. Remove the low end to make it sound more, cleaner in the mix. There's gonna be other elements, so I didn't want to clutter the whole frequency range with just the strings. So that's my instrument section. Then I added, I'm lying. Then I also added a bass guitar in the intro. So all together, you have the bass guitar and you have the strings, and you have like the plucky piano sound, and the bass sound just sounds like this. Just a steady bass note. For the bass, I used, look at that labs, okay, I used Spitfire audio again, got a bass preset, bass guitar preset. So that's how the intro is sounding. I added a little bit of noise to the bottom, some vinyl noise crackle. It just sounds like this. and it's just giving a little bit of some sprinkle, makes it sound a little bit like an old school track, which I like, more vinyl-y, more retro. Then I started bringing in some hats to just kind of build the energy into the verse. So for the hats, I started off with the ride, just a steady ride. And after that, I thought it sounded a little bit too repetitive, just that pattern alone. So I added a little bit of hats in there. And then, I mean, it just sounds a little bit more full and sounds good going into the verse. So yeah, that's the verse. I like how it sounds. It's subjective. Not everybody's gonna like someone's beat. You might not like this at all, but stick around just to show you how I made it. But that's the meat of the whole track, is that verse section when it starts dropping in there. I kept everything the same with the instruments. Removed that bass, of course, the bass guitar sound, and I added an 808. I changed up the hi-hats, some open hi-hat. I called it a ride, but it sounds like an open hi-hat. That's really it, whole entire section. But this is how the intro hats sound going into the verse hats. So I do like to switch up my patterns. Clap and kick and 808, and all together this is how my drums sound. Again, not much processing with any of my drum sounds. Just look at this, some EQing, high cut, yep, cut out some frequency I didn't like, and then it's going into my bus sections. And on my buses, I have 0 processing. This is just so I could see my levels better. Some songs I'll tweak and add some EQing, or maybe I'll add a little bit more thickness to the sound as a whole, but here I didn't do that. All together. I removed the noise. I didn't want it in the verse area. And then, so something I should mention is I did change up the 808 right around, I guess like a bridge. In my mind, I thought of it as a bridge. So I had the 808 hit for longer. And I also brought up the 808. I brought it up an octave to just give it a little bit more punch in that section, and to change up the beat a little bit so it doesn't sound so redundant. What did I use for my 808? Let's see. So look at that. I use a flex preset. So sometimes I like using samples. Sometimes I like using this flex preset pack, which is pretty cool. It has 808s ready to go. And what I like about it is the 808s are tuned already. They're ready to go. You could extend the decays. You could add release to them. You just have more control. So that's what I like about using preset 808s. And then some other days I'll use a sample. And I just chose a different 808 for this particular section. And I like to kind of color code my patterns. Honestly, I never color code this section right here. I just did it just for this video, but I do like to color code if a pattern changes in the same instrument track. So like in this example, all of these tracks are the same except this 808 right here and right here. It's a different pattern, so I just want to be able to see that on the fly. That's what I did. I just color code whenever it changes. Yeah, I hope I didn't forget anything, but I believe that's literally all that is to this track. So there it is. That's the beat that I made. I already put it out on YouTube. You could stream it. It's called Vitamin. I'm gonna have the link down in the description. So please check it out. Listen to it if you want. If not, leave a comment and let me know what you didn't like about it. Super open to constructive criticism here. I'm not gonna take it the wrong way, so believe me. Thanks a lot for just watching my videos. Have a great day. Peace.